voice is probably groggy right now, but when I wake up in the morning, it is this dark. If it was like bright outside, I would probably let in the sunlight, but it's not right now. So how I help myself wake up is I turn on all the lights possible in here.
That's you.
When I started trying to nail down a morning routine that I felt worked well for me, I was experimenting a lot. It just kind of confirmed there's absolutely no one size fits all. Everybody's lifestyle is different, everybody's needs. You might be a mom, you might be a student. There are so many variables that can affect what you can do for your morning routine. So please do not feel bad. Do not use this as an opportunity to feel bad that you can't do all the things that I shared in the video. At this point, I've been tweaking my routine for a few years and I'm pretty happy with how it is now, but I'm open to it changing because I know as soon as I have a major lifestyle change, I'm going to have to adjust it and I'm gonna have to change it. That's totally okay, because as long as I'm aware of what I need in the present moment, then I know what my basic necessities are and how I can better show up for myself throughout the change. There are lots of times where I have to cut my routine shorter. There are days where I don't follow my morning routine at all because I just don't have time for it. And then there are times when I could really let it stretch on and take my time with my morning routine. That's always my favorite, but you know, not every day looks the same. Do I do this routine perfectly every single day? No. Does it guarantee that I have a perfect day every day? Absolutely not. I'm not here to give you a false sense of perfection, which does not exist with anyone. I don't care who it is. I don't care how perfect they make it seem on the internet. This is just not possible because life be life, and y'all. I guess I'm trying to break out of a little bit of toxic perfectionism, but I hope that's not a message that I'm sending you guys through this video. What I have realized is that it's impacted my life in the way that I'm able to create a safe space to prioritize my well-being first before I take on anything else. And that helps to give me a sense of inner calm that helps me better navigate things that are out of my control. Whether I have a good day or a bad day, it doesn't matter because showing up for myself is unconditional. Slowly but surely, I'm learning that I don't have to do anything spectacular to deserve taking care of my well-being first, and neither do you. There's no action you can take that makes you worthy of taking care of yourself well. If you don't have a morning routine at all, just try one thing that you're curious about and make it as easy and as accessible as possible. If you want to start working out, don't get a gym membership over trying workouts at home. Working out at home is a lot quicker. It's a lot less time consuming. There are so many different amazing workout YouTube channels that we have access to. Pretty much all the workouts that I follow are all on YouTube. Even if you just have like 10 minutes, why not just try a short workout at home versus going to the gym, which you have to get in your car, you have to drive to the gym, you have to find a machine that you want to use. Like, there's just so many decisions leading up to you actually getting to working out that it's a lot more effortless to do it at home. And I do actually go to the gym, but that's something that I added into my routine last year, like the middle of last year. The whole thing of the gym is like very new to me. If you want to meditate, maybe you just sit in a very quiet, safe space where you could focus on your breath for a few minutes. You don't need to do an hour-long meditation. I've been practicing meditation for almost a decade at this point. I have never hit the 1 hour mark for meditation. I don't know, that's not really the goal for me. The goal for me is the quality of the meditation, not really the time or length, and also the frequency that I'm doing it. Always remember that accessibility and how easily you can replicate it is the most important thing. And I feel like that's what really impacts our lives over a long period of time versus going way too hard in the beginning and then just dropping everything as soon as it becomes too much. I am very guilty of doing that, where I try to cram in like a million new habits just to end up crashing and burning at the end of it because I was trying to make it perfect because I saw that somebody was doing it perfectly. Maybe that's just like a sense of perfectionism, but I really do like starting small and just adding as I go, and that's how I've been able to sustain the change throughout the time, making it as easy as possible. Because when I do the opposite, it is just a recipe for more stress, overwhelm, and inconsistency. And to me, that's defeating the entire purpose of having a morning routine. I feel like the main purpose of having a morning routine is to create one that serves what you need and what makes you feel good first thing in the day. It's not about anyone else. People can serve as inspiration, but the biggest game changer is you find the idea, you try them one by one, and then you really focus on how you're feeling as you're doing it instead of blindly following. This is not a judgment or anything. I'm saying this because I was doing this exact thing. I just recently learned how to stop doing that. And I know it's hard because I feel like as human beings, we're kind of conditioned to do that, right? Guys, can I tell you, I have to tell you, I was absolutely terrified of posting that video when I was just thinking of all the things I wanted to share and say. I was very anxious, but the response that I got, it just lifted me up so much. I feel very lucky that you all are part of my community and you are who you are. You guys' encouragement has helped me so much because not only was I almost way too shy to talk on camera, there were times
times where I didn't even really want to show my face on camera. I just felt like I wanted to hide, and I feel like I'm kind of coming more out of my shell, blossoming in a sense. Haha, lotus flower life. Internally, there's just been a lot of growth, and you guys' support has been a major factor in helping me get there. Gonna try to keep the momentum going so that I don't go back into my shell. I hope you feel like every time you come to my video, you're being wrapped in a warm blanket and that you're in a non-judgmental safe space, because that's what I want to create for you every time you come here. Thank you guys for being a part of this community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and if you're not a part of this community already, I would love it if you would consider joining by subscribing. It is free, and share this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I have so much anxiety around filming this. In my head, there's just a lot going on. Quitting natural hair care is somewhat wild for me, considering the fact that most of my popular content is centered around that. But I've reached a place where I feel like creating that type of content no longer fulfills me in the way that it used to. And I find myself holding back on creating content that resonates with where I'm at right now, because it doesn't fit inside of the box of what has done really well on this channel in the past. And it almost feels like it's kind of stifling me in a sense. It's been progressively becoming harder and harder for me to create content around that subject